you guys built that 17-point lead. What changed from that point on?
I mean, in my opinion, we reverted back to our old ways. We started playing losing basketball, making losing basketball plays, both offensively and unfortunately tonight it crept into our defense and it affected us on that end. And I mean, I don't think guys were running back as passionately as we usually do, and it definitely cost us.
Why is that?
I don't really have a for sure answer about it. I mean, I got to break down the tape and see what happened, but from me being on the court and playing in it, they got entirely too many run outs and easy, quick transition points. If I'm not mistaken, they had 18 in the first half. And I mean, you're not going to beat too many teams when you give up points like that. We obviously proved that when we got back on defense and kept them in a half-court set and made them run a play or do something like that, I mean, we could guard them and then make things tough for them. But like I said, we let them get a rhythm, and then, I mean, once you give a team like that confidence, they just keep going.
Is it safe to say that it's as easy as just guys being too relaxed and just letting things kind of happen, like shot selection and just kind of you're winning, you're easily winning, and decisions start to not be as good?
I think it might have something to do with that. Like I said, I do feel like sometimes when we build these leads, I mean, we've been in that position before. Nevada, some of these games where we built these big leads and we just can't put our foot on their necks. We kind of take the foot off the gas pedal or something like that, and it's costing us. It's costing us games that we shouldn't lose. And, but I mean, it's a long season. We got 17 games left. We have no room to soak and kind of, I mean, get in our own heads. We're right back at it Saturday. So.
Was anything said in there amongst players after this one?
It's a lot of frustration, obviously. We've lost 2 straight home games and both teams we don't feel like we should lose to. And I mean, that's how we go in every game, no matter who's on the front of the jersey. And like I said, we're all hurt. This hurts for sure, but we don't have time to soak and keep our heads down. We really don't. We got another game on Saturday. We got to bounce back, got to improve, watch the tape, figure out what we got to figure out, and try to have a better showing.
Have you guys lost your confidence?
No, I mean, I think as a basketball player, that's one thing you really can't lose is confidence. If anything, I think we might have too much confidence with some of the shots that we take or some of the possessions that, I mean, we have, and that's kind of that double-edged sword of, I mean, having recruiting guys that are great one-on-one elite players and trying to confine them and make them with 5 guys in rhythm. So
would you call this like a reality check or something along the lines of a wake-up call?
I've said that before. I mean, it's not even that at this point. It's do or die to me. I mean, like I said, my question that I asked my guys was, what do we want to do with this season? Do we want beating Kansas and winning our Vegas tournament and all that to be the highlight of our season, or do we really want to buckle down and make something of it and make history, go to the tournament and do something? And that's pretty much the question we got to ask at this point. And I'm pretty sure we'll find out the answer here soon in these next few games.
Hurley tends to be pretty generous with shot selection of players. Does that make it hard sometimes to know, like, okay, what is a good shot in this situation?
I guess so. Like I said, it really gives us freedom to make basketball plays and, I mean, to make proper reads. And if you feel like you're open, if you feel like that's a good shot for you, he has no problem with you taking it. The problem is knowing time, flow, time and score, how the game's going, and those type of things. Those are all things that have to be considered in the shots that we take. And sometimes I don't think it's really considered. I mean, like I said, we had, I want to say, a 17 or 18-point lead, and we just reverted to, I mean, less passes. When we move the ball, it's a thing of beauty, but when we don't, we're gonna drop games like this. And, I mean, as sad as it is, that's the reality of it.
Do you feel like there are too many guys
worried about their numbers? Their
I mean, I don't think it's really a numbers thing. I'm not 100% sure on it. It's a possibility, but I mean, we have great practices where the ball's moving, players movement, player movement, and guys are just cutting for others and making extra passes and stuff like that. And like I said, we show spurts of it. Like we play like that for periods of time. We just haven't put together 40 minutes. So I don't think it's really a numbers thing. I think it's more just, I mean, we get up and then it's kind of like she said, like a relaxation. Like, all right, now let's just do whatever. And that's not how you're gonna win a lot of games.
Is that where mental toughness can come into play? Coach Shorty kind of talked about, when you guys are up 17, you have to remind yourself you're not down 17, and you don't have to be up by 30 at the half and not take that quick shot and kind of work the ball around and work the system.
No doubt. I mean, if you watch any great team that puts guys away, I mean, like I said, they know time and score. We're on a 17 whatever run. We just worked hard, got up 17 now. Shot selection, making sure we make them guard for extended periods of time, and just, I mean, methodically breaking them down. That's when stuff like that comes into play. But it takes 5 guys to be on the same page with that. And if 5 guys aren't on the same page, then we get results like we did tonight.
Early on, you guys forced them late in the shot clock, and you forced a couple of shot clock violations. Do you think fatigue has anything to do with that? Like, it's hard to defend long possessions consistently with that aggressiveness for 40 minutes?
No. I mean, I don't think we were fatigued. I think we just, like I said, went away from those principles, went away from making them beat us in the half court. And I mean, it's not like they just started, they kept taking us into the late in the shot clock and then we started breaking down. Then I feel like fatigue would come into play in that. But I mean, it just became, we stopped them in the half court and then they just reverted to running us on free throws, missed shots, and we just weren't getting back. We didn't rise to the challenge, and that's what happened.
Guys good?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.